Energized show, up the Irish.
Okay, what's going on, guys, and welcome to a brand new episode of Energized. Ross, introduce the guest, man.
Today we've got the face of Combate Global. It's the one and only. It's the leech, Pa Lehane. Pa, how you doing, bud?
I'm not too bad. Thanks for having me, as always. Before every single fight, I have to come on and say hi to you guys.
Look, it's worked out well for you so far, hasn't it?
Good luck.
Yeah, we just want to say to people checking in now, Pa Lehane competes on Combate Global on the 16th of September. It's a Friday. Pa, are you looking forward to it, bud?
Yeah, it's been a while since I fought. Like this year I haven't been as active as the end of last year. So, yeah, I'm excited to get a few fights in before the end of the year.
And tell us this, Pa, how much do you look forward to going over to Miami? That's like your second home at this stage.
Yeah, it's fun. Like, it's a bit of a fucking trek, alright. Over and back, you know. But yeah, it's a nice little holiday. A little bit of sun there before Christmas kicks in and all that. So can't complain.
Yeah, I don't know anyone who's going to complain about going to Miami. But tell us this. Obviously, this time out you're fighting Levi Moroccan. He's 15-3. He's by far your most experienced opponent. Will that play any factor in this fight?
Oh shit, yeah. I think I don't even know that they get announced, but my opponents kept getting changed over and over again. The last few months, like I've had no luck with any opponents. So I've had the weight change, the opponents change, people pull out. I had to pull out of one a couple of months ago, and it's just been a shit show basically. But now I got another guy. He's shit, I forget his name. Some I really didn't prepare for this at all. Fucking a fella from Chile. I forget his name. Ferreira or something.
So you're fighting a new guy again?
Yeah.
Jeez, Combate are brutal at updating the.
I know but that's my whole fucking career. Every single time, I don't think I've ever gone from the start of a fight camp to the end of the fight camp and fought the same person. You know that I was meant to fight at the start. It's always been changing. So it is what it is.
I don't even know what to say because usually I take pride in writing down who people are fighting and on the bottom of the screen now. As you can see, it's the incorrect person, but it was correct at one stage.
Yeah, it was. Yeah,
it definitely was, Pat. Definitely was. So, what do you know about this Chilean guy?
I watched his fights. He's I think he's 8-0 or 9-0 now. He's good. Like he's aggressive. I think he's a purple belt in jiu-jitsu. He's alright. Like he's good. It'll be a good fight. You know, he's aggressive and he comes forward and he likes striking and shit. But yeah, we'll see how he holds up.
And Pat, one thing that's taken Combate by storm is your fighting style. Like your fighting style is absolutely electric. It's we claim you as the Irish Diaz, bro. Like tell us this. Like, is that something that's going to stay for the long haul, or is that something that you're working on? Because you got hit a bit more than we'd like you to in the last fight.
The last fight, I actually didn't get hit at all, barely.
Sorry, the one before that. Sorry, the one before that was the absolute war, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think it was a couple of fights ago. Yeah, yeah, that was a bit of a war. I don't really like waking up with a sore head, so yeah, I'll do my best not to get hit. But at the end of the day, when you're in there and you're just kind of in when the adrenaline is going and you don't really give a shit, like I love to scrap. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you do. What sort of reaction are you getting from the Combate Global, the people in charge? Because like when you went over there, you were like the only Irish person on the roster, and then like you've stolen the show, literally. Like just you've literally taken Combate Global and made it like quite popular over here in Ireland.
Yeah, so I went over. They told me now. You know, after knowing them for like a year now, I've been with them, so I'm obviously friends with the people working there, and they were telling me that before my first fight, like everyone was counting me out. They were like, "Why the fuck are you bringing this amateur over fighting? Like, who the fuck is this guy? He's a whatever. He's not gonna win." Like, and then I went in and caused the upset, and I got on very well with everyone in the company and everything like that. So, and then I obviously went on a good run, winning a lot of fights, and so I think it's worked out pretty well for me. I'm in a good spot with everyone in the company, you know.
Yeah, it's working out great for you, bud. You're now ranked number 3 lightweight, unless that's changed as well, Ross.
So that's another thing as well. Like I don't want to be a fucking lightweight right now. I want to win the belt of featherweight. I want to make a featherweight run. Like I've always been fighting at lightweight because people pull out and shit happens, you know. So
Yeah.
this was
Well, you're
meant to be
ranked
a
at both now.
featherweight. Yeah, I think I'm 9 at featherweight and 3 at lightweight. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah, 3 sounds cool though.
Yeah, that's the thing. But this is the thing. I was meant to be fighting in featherweight near this a couple of months ago. I was meant to be fighting a fellow that was in the UFC. He was he was in the Ultimate Fighter. What was his fucking name? Forget it now. Yeah, he was in the UFC. He had 3 or 4 fights in the UFC, and he pulled out. So he was ranked number 2 at featherweight. So if I had beaten him, I would have been number 2, you know, there as well. So I would have been up to the same level. So yeah, we'll see what happens.
Do you like the Combate have brought in the rankings, especially for someone like yourself? Like it gives your name more credence against fans maybe in North America who might not know you as well.
For sure it does. Like, because before it was just everyone saying that they're the best or whatever. Now there's like a pathway to the belt. Like you can work your way towards it. You know, it's not just trying to fight. Like this guy's good. He's won a few fights. We'll give him a title shot. Like there's an actual path. Like it's laid out. You know.
Yeah, absolutely. Tell us this, Pa. Obviously, you've become now one of the leaders of SBG Cork. Do you find a lot of people in the gym are now looking up to you, and do you find more people now are coming to you for advice on things in the gym?
I suppose so. Yeah, it's kind of just a natural thing. Like from being a young guy who looks up to everyone else. Like I remember coming into the gym, and the very first day seeing Ryan's plan, and like Marlene in the gym, she showed me like Ryan's belt, his first amateur belt, and I was like, holy fuck. And then he walked in, and I was looking at him like,
Yeah,
he
but
was
you were
this
literally
big
looking up to him.
superstar. Yeah. And then like as the years went on, I like built my own name, and then now I'm like I'm one of the most active pros in the gym, the most active pro in the gym, and obviously people are going to look up to me. It's just natural that happens. Like I love giving the young fellas advice and when they come to me and stuff like that. So yeah, it's a good feeling.
That's actually really, really cool. And tell us, how has your relationship with Liam Oak changed over time? Because obviously, you know, he was bringing you up through the amateurs, and now like you're actually like managing a professional career together. It's different. You have to be a bit more strategic about what you choose to do.
Yeah, no, me and Liam, we're like Liam's been there from day one. Like he's like he's almost like a father figure to me. You know, for any problem I have inside and outside the cage, like he always wants the best for all of his fighters. So he couldn't ask for a better person in the corner. You know, so now he's my manager, he's my coach, he does everything. So yeah, because I know he's got my best interests at heart. So I can trust that man with everything. You know?
Does he cook and clean for you as well?
Can't be saying that
He
on the
probably
end
would
of the
have
show,
asked that.
No, Liam Oak is an absolute legend. Like I can't believe the time he has to put in with all you guys and the other stuff that he does with Oyman as well. He's definitely easily one of the most hardworking guys in Irish MMA. We have a lot of time from him, and like we think he's absolutely great, and it's great to see the SPG Cork lads thriving as well.
No, it is. It is. Like, Pa, what's the sort of build up now feel like when with Combate Global up? Like, obviously you've been in there so many times now. You're almost a veteran on the Combate Global scene. But what's the sort of build look like? Like, what do you have to pack? Anything in particular? Bar Factor 50 sunscreen.
I've done it like a good few times now. I kind of the excitement of like going to Miami and all that is kind of worn off. It's just like a job now. I'm not going over early and I'm not staying on after. I'm just going over to fight. So I'm going over on I'm flying on Monday, fighting on Friday, and I'm flying home on Saturday. So I haven't packed anything yet. Just shorts, t-shirts, training gear. That's it. It's just business now, you know. I'm not going over to have fun anymore.
And Pat, are you going to have a conversation with Campbell McLaren and try and grab him and go, you have to bring Combate to Ireland?
Yeah, no, we've mentioned it a few times to him, and now that like Nadine's on the she's got like a contract or whatever, and there's a few like the D Begley and friends Malambo and all the way, like they all have they're all in there now, like, and they're all doing pretty well so far. So,
Don't forget
and
Avenue.
obviously I'm the Avenues there, and like, you know, if we all do well, if we all win belts, like, they can't really knock them to Ireland. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Ross,
exactly.
it's funny how like there's so many organizations now just trying to take as much Irish talent as possible, isn't it?
Yeah, well, I'm not surprised. Like the talent pool in Ireland is great, and like, look, we do have the best fans in the world, and you know we'll support our guys anywhere. You know, every week me and Barry are watching people fight in different parts of the world, and we absolutely love it. So, look, the more pro shows we can get on home soil, the better. So, I'd love to see Combate Global after the roster they're after picking up, bring an old event over to Ireland. I think it would do very, very well. Maybe they'll do it down in the Opera House in Cork or something like that. Let Pat Lehane headline
That
them.
would be insane. They're building a new there's like a Beamish factory where they used to make beer or whatever, and they've knocked it down and they're making an event center there. So I think I'm not 100% sure, but I think it's like 2,000 to 3,000 people it's going to hold. It's not done yet. It will be done for a few years, but that'd be insane in Cork, you know, literally around the corner from my house.
Oh, that'd be amazing. Pal, I'm sure people like know how to view your fight coming up on the 16th of September, but for people just tuning in now or just getting to know the Leech, can you tell them exactly how they can tune in to watch you compete on Combate Global on September 16th?
Yeah, so if you're in Ireland, the only way you can watch it really is on Facebook. There'll be a live link. Like there'll be I think it's like a $5 pay-per-view. And if you want to watch it in America or here another way, you have to use like a VPN and all that. It's a fucking trek. So just go on Facebook. It's like €5 or €6 or something like that.
Get your $5 out for the lads.
Yeah, exactly.
No, we're definitely looking forward to seeing you get the job done. Whoever you end up fighting on the night, it won't
change
matter.
again.
Yeah, it might change again. Who knows?
Yeah.
But tell us this: Are we expecting a boxing clinic in this fight? Because we love seeing you throw those hands.
Yeah, for sure. Like I'm always down to throw hands, but like, you know, I want to be able to show off the rest of my game as well. But I only want to grapple if it's going to be exciting. Like I want to grapple and punch someone. I don't want to grapple and just like, you know, sniff their jocks or whatever, just hold them down and be a boring fighter. You know, I want to be a fun, exciting fighter. So if I'm grappling, I'm going to be holding you down and punching you.
Yeah, what's called let's see a bit of that Mike Perez boxing and a bit of that Limo jits and throw the two together.
Mike's been a good addition to the team. He's teaching us some cool stuff. So
yeah, that's what we like to see. It's all about evolving and getting those different looks. And sometimes when you bring someone in from a different sport altogether, like you can find stuff that will work for you in MMA. That's what it's all about. But Pat, thanks a million for joining us. Is there anyone you want to give a shout out to or say thank you to?
Just a shout out to my team, everyone in SPG Cork City, Liam, you know, all the boys, everyone who helped me get ready, everyone who gave me rounds sparring. So you all know who you are. Thanks very much.
Absolute legends. Guys, thanks a million for watching the show. Make sure to like, share, subscribe, hit the bell notification. Make sure you don't miss any more Energized content. And as always, stay energized.
Energized show, up the Irish. Been sussing you guys a couple of times. I've seen a couple of clips. I think you've done some interviews with Dylan Moran and that I saw. So keep going, keep up the good work, guys.